Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your last quarter moon phase. This reading is going to take us out to the 20th of October. All right, Sagittarius. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. The moon is in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the moon is really about how we nurture ourselves, right? Okay. So find out what your moon sign is. You can pull your birth chart. It's really just how we nurture ourselves, like our intuition. What do you do to nurture yourselves? You read books? Do you like to kick back and watch movies? Like, how do you like to nurture yourself in a very healthy way? How do you like to nurture yourself in a very healthy way? What do you like to do just kind of hanging out with yourself in the house to nurture yourself? So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on here. How you're going to close out this moon phase. 4 of Swords here. Somebody's going to be getting some rest. I love it. All right, Sagittarius. 4 of Swords, kick it off. Here we have. And so the King of Cups here. This could be a challenge for you all, right? So somebody is really a great parent. And so you could be having some people pulling on your energy. You know, you're trying to get some rest, but you could have some people kind of pulling on your energy. So you're known to be a great parent, whoever you are. And even if you don't have kids, you could have grandkids, or you could be a mentor. But you could have kids, grandkids. You could be a educator, mentor. But something is pulling on your energy, and that could be a challenge for you. But as you're trying to close down the cycle, this is where, even as a mutable sign, this is where you really, really kind of want to push back, because this is a hunter's moon, right? And people could be kind of a slave to their emotions when it comes to people pulling on your energy, right? And so I gave an example early on in one of the readings about the movie Django, right? And talked about how, kind of gave sort of a symbolism of how, like, our physical body would be kind of sort of like the slave master. Would be like your physical body could be looking at you like, okay, here we go again. You're overworking yourself. Your emotions could be like, what are you doing? What are you doing again? You're about to collapse, and you're doing the absolute most. We're closing out a cycle. Here you are, overdoing it again, kicking yourself again. So your body is saying one thing, but then you got these people that's basically pulling on your ego, saying, oh, you're basically saying you're such a great person. You're, pulling on your ego, saying, and this is where emotional intelligence has to come in. Everybody is telling you you're just a great parent. You're so tolerant. You're empathetic. You're so understanding. You're so controlled. You're so balanced. All that sounds good. But this is where discipline comes in. This is where you say, okay, all of that sounds good, but I'm trying to learn how to discipline myself and close out cycles, right? I have to learn how to pour into me more, and rest is going to be key. And if somebody does not learn how to balance your fire sign, and this is water, somebody's talking to you, telling you how great of a parent you are, how great of this, but this is where you're a slave to somebody telling you. So whoever this is in your family is somebody in your family who's real good at even manipulating your emotions. So this is almost like somebody basically coming to you saying, hey, the grandkids love you, or can you do this for me, right? Somebody is real good at manipulating your emotions in your family. And this would be like your doctor saying you need to get some rest, but you got a master manipulator in your family that's basically challenging your rest. That's what this is. That's what this is. I don't know who I'm talking to. This next 7 days, somebody gonna have to learn how to say no. I don't know who I'm talking to here. And somebody's coming to you again saying you're such a great parent, so whoever this master manipulator is, they good at talking you out of a, this could be a water sign that's really good at talking you out of some emotions. Here we have the 4 of Cups here, and they pushing your back against the wall. Whoever this energy is, they are good at pushing your back against the wall, Sagittarius. They are really good at pushing your back against the wall. So for this right here, Whoever this energy is, they're really good at making you feel unfulfilled. They're really good at this. Whoever this is, they are master at this. So this hunter's moon. This is an ice cold moon. It's called an ice cold moon, a hunter's moon, right? This is where you're gonna have to really learn how to be good to yourself. That's why I gave the example early on in this cycle about the slavery, because in almost every race, in almost every culture, almost everybody has experienced that. But you could almost be enslaved in your mind, your way of thinking, right? Where somebody catches you off guard in your family, you just feel like, okay, gosh, you know what? I said I was gonna. This is the cycle. I said I was gonna start pouring more into myself, and then bam, here comes somebody who I said, no, I'm not babysitting. This is what this is right here. Somebody, because 4 connects us with 4th house, family. Somebody who is King of Cups, it could be a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter, who is basically cornering you, saying, I need you to do something. Here's apathy here. And they're hoping that they're catching you at a place where you feel unfulfilled, where you feel some kind of disconnectedness in some way, shape, form, or fashion, apathy, whatever. At this point, I feel like you're kind of over it because you've heard it so many times. Whatever it is, you've heard it so many times from this particular family member. Something about their schedule, something about their work schedule, their daily routine. But for something, as far as they're concerned, something is almost their way or the highway. It's almost like you're the only person they could come to in the family. Whoever you are, they're the only person you could come to in the family. But you're not the only option, obviously. But that's what they're making it seem like. This time I feel like you're going to pray about it and be strong. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles here. Somebody's trying to make you feel guilty, whoever you are. Something around money, 9 of Pentacles here. Something around money. So 4 and 9 is 13, but it's almost like they're making you feel guilty, almost like they changed your life. So they're the reason for your rebirth. So they're the ones that's always pushing your back against the wall, like they changed your life. They're the reason for your rebirth. Like if it wasn't for them. Somebody has a God complex. Yeah. So this is where slavery comes in. Also, like you're enslaved to them. Like you're a slave to them. So it's their way or the highway. That's what I'm talking about. So it's like somebody signed a deal with the devil. That's what this is. So you dealt with a master manipulator. That's what this is here. So that's the challenge here. So you're going to have to pray your way out of this. Whoever this is in your family, you're going to have to pray your way out of it, because at this point you're over it. So ever since, so this energy is never going to let you rest. Whoever this family member is, Sagittarius, ever since it seemed like they changed your life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So whether it's a physical contract you sign with them, or you agreed to something in some way, shape, form, or fashion for some luxury life or some kind of reward or financial gain or whatever it is, fruits of labor. So no matter what they tell you to do, you're going to always have to say yes to them. No matter how tired you are, no matter what the situation is, it's always going to have to be yes. You're going to always have to tolerate whatever it is. So I don't know whose family member this is. Page of Cups here. Yeah. Yep, something having to do with somebody's child. So you're bound to something. Yep, you're bound to somebody's child. So page energy is messenger energy. So it's basically like whatever their child says, So if their child calls you and says, hey, my mom or dad says, we got to come over. So either you're a grandparent or whoever you are, that's what this is. Somebody, Page of Cups also is a grown-up who has a very immature way of seeing things too. They send off this very immature way of they're an adult, but they also have a immature, like the way that their messages are immature as well. They could have a youthful. They could put a youthful spin on things. You could also have a new love trying to come into your life too. So you're going to have to make a decision. So your back is against the wall. I always say with 4 cups, when you're over something, you can always tap in by praying. If you're a praying person, you can always try to tap in. It's like, okay, let me, you can say to the person, let me pray about this. Of course, they can get upset, and throw something in your face, like remind you of something. That's what I mean. Like not physically throw something, but like, remind you of something. Get mad, huff, puff, whatever. But still, you can say, let me pray about this. I'll get back to you. And Source can give you a response right away. Because I'm still seeing 9 of Pentacles here, financial independence. Whatever that means to you, right? So this is about you really just kind of budgeting your money, because you're basically sending them a message. You're sending something right back to whoever is basically trying to play your God. You're sending them a message right on back that, hey, I don't really need, anything from you. Because something is coming to you while you're trying to retreat, while you're trying to rest, right? While you're trying to rest. So several things are happening here. Okay. Either you've already accepted something or you're about to receive something. Remember, time is relative. From a master manipulator. Somebody wants to tell you that you're a great parent, right? And so somebody almost feels like your back is against the wall and they're trying to offer you something, or they've already offered you financial independence, right? And there's a young person here. Right? You can either say, your back is against the wall, and you can say, well, let me pray about it, let me think about it, or you can immediately accept an offer. But keep in mind, we're at the end of a cycle, right? So it just depends. The main thing is that you're dealing with a master manipulator. You know that you're a great person, but you're dealing with a master manipulator, right? You have to decide what the history has been with this energy, right? Have they manipulated you in the past? If they have, you saying, let me think about it, let me pray about it, let me go hug a tree, let me go sun gaze, whoever your higher power is, it should not cause them to, because somebody feels like your back is against the wall. 4 cups is really, really taking over this whole reading here, 4 cups. Because somebody feels like your back is against the wall. So somebody's looking at something, because water is reflective. They're monitoring something, looking at something, paying attention to something. Somebody feels like your back is against the wall. And they want to offer you 9 of Pentacles here, financial independence. But they're basically trying to send you a message. Let me see what else is going on. What else? What else, Source? So you're going to look at something from a higher frequency because you rolled 9th house. Let's see what your zodiac sign is in your 9th house. Either way, we're closing out a cycle. And 9th house is about quest and adventure. It's about, quest for meaning. What is the meaning of it? 9th house is our sense of what lies beyond the horizon. It invites us to travel both physically through long distance journeys, mentally through higher education, philosophy, religious contemplation. It covers ethics and ideals and the spirit of law. With 9 of Pentacles, maybe that's money for you to go back to school. What message is it sending? The main thing here is some people think your back is against the wall, right? They're approaching you Are you well rested? Did you get enough rest? Do you feel like your back is against the wall, right? Did this master manipulator play some kind of role in your back being against the wall financially? Because that's what it is. Your back is against the wall financially. Did they play some kind of role in it? Did you apply for some jobs? Did they study? Did you feel like they played some kind of role in stopping these jobs? Check your spam mail. Check all of that stuff. So, Ace of Wands here. I'm seeing a new project coming across your path. So I'm seeing you giving some kind of willpower. Some kind of willpower here. You have a new project coming here. So I see new romance, willpower. So I'm seeing you exhibiting some kind of willpower here. Yeah, because because I see you being a great parent, whoever you are. King of Cups could be man or woman, right? But the concern here is somebody who is an abusive person, somebody who is cold emotionally, somebody's a manipulator, somebody who is moody. That's the King of Cups in the reverse. So you had some kind of idea that somebody was behind something. Here we have Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, you were dealing with an energy who wanted to see you out, somebody who wanted to see you impoverished. And so you had some idea of who was behind something, whoever you are. So you getting your rest and closing out a cycle and you retreating. Somebody's sending a younger person to you. But that's what I'm saying. Page energy is a messenger, right? But they're sending a message through a younger person, but it's the message of an older person, and it's from this master manipulator here, feeling basically like, okay, their back is against the wall. Send a younger person, because you'd be able to, this older person here, this master manipulator, you would flat out say no to them. You would flat out say no. And so sending a younger person, basically saying, okay, this person's back is against the wall. He offered them financial independence, when it was this master manipulator who wanted you out to begin with, right? And you had some kind of idea. You had some kind of idea anyway. I mean, this don't make no sense. Well, I tell you, games after games. So you're waiting on some kind of results. Always something going on. I keep trying to get some really positive, and I try to keep it as high vibrational as positive, as possible in my readings, but I'm also going to tell you what I see in the readings as well. You're waiting on some kind of results. Two of Wands is like you have a whole window of opportunities that's open up for you right here. And Two of Wands is that you're waiting for some results. You're planning on making some decisions, leaving home. It's a window of opportunity that's headed your way. Some things are already done behind your back. You're trying to expand. You got some really good opportunities coming in very, very soon. And I wish whoever these energies are, they would be more forthright. But I don't know who these people are. I really don't know who these people are. To even send a younger person in to play these little silly games with you. I mean, it would seem like if somebody would just. Anyway, Four of Pentacles here. Yeah. So it looks like you have a desire for security, and as I'm sure everybody does, but I see you being, being very conservative. Yeah. So I feel like them coming to you, making some kind of an offer. I feel like you're gonna say no, thank you. I feel like you're gonna say no, thank you. I feel like you're gonna be very polite. Say no, thank you. I feel like you're gonna just wait. They're gonna keep trying. They're gonna keep trying to do stuff to get you put out of wherever you are. Unfortunately, You're going to keep tapping in. This is a complete and total abuse of power. I don't know who these energies are and why they're doing this to you, whoever you are. But I see you being conservative with being very frugal and being very conservative. So that's what I see in your cards. But they're certainly trying to send you some kind of message to kind of sort of weigh you down in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Yep, Two of Cups here. You have love coming across your path, whoever you are. You have some kind of love or some kind of a connection. And it's not always a romantic situation. Love could be just a good friend. Someone who is just like a soulmate. Soulmate is not always romantic. Soulmate could just be a good friend. Someone is just like a part of your soul community, right? A good platonic friend who may be giving you ideas of like creative ideas of like maybe if you're trying to be frugal, like make more money, if they could tell you about it, like a part-time job or something like that, if that's what you're looking for. But it seems like whoever these energies are, they're relentless. So I don't know if this is an ex for you, to send a younger person in. That's what it looks like. It looks like an ex. Somebody saying that they can change your life, but you'd be almost chained to them. You'd be enslaved to them, whoever these energies are. Because it's almost like you'll never hear the end of it. You don't, I'm looking at the Six of Cups here at the bottom of this. You don't look like what you've been through. So Six of Cups looks like you left somebody and they were never the same. It's like you never hit the end of it. They did this for you. They did that for you. So the energy that I'm picking up for you is not that you're prideful. You just want to just move on. You really just want to completely detach and just move on from this. But yeah, the King of Cups, as soon as that card came out, I'm like, let me see the rest of this story. What else is going on here? Yeah, that's what this is. So you have windows of opportunity coming your way. So I do see you being very frugal and being very conservative with what's coming your way. So congratulations to you. So yeah, somebody has an envious spirit. I don't know who that is. Again, only you would know. Somebody has a demon of pride. You have envious spirit, demon of pride here. Your gifts have increased. So you're just becoming more mindful of who's connected to whom is what I'm seeing. Schedule a vacation. And that's the Two of Wands here. You have opportunities coming your way. Treat yourself to a spa day. Take a leap of faith here. Whoever you are, you inspire some people to heal. Trust your first mind. Dream even bigger. Get some fresh air. So toss some things into a burning bowl. And so some energies are trying to keep you boxed in. Create the change that you want. So somebody misses you. Yeah, this is somebody's ex. There are signs all around you. And throat chakra cleanse. Yeah, throat chakra cleanse. Yeah. You must have spoken your truth about something, because that's throat chakra cleanse. You must have spoken your truth about something and somebody didn't like what you said. So somebody's a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares, trying to create a nightmare in your life. You have the gift of claircognizance. This is psychic knowledge about other people. Okay, so adjust your crown. Adjust your crown, whoever you are. So don't give yourselves a headache over it. Yeah. So you're living your truth, whoever you are. So they're planning to disrupt your money, backfired. Heal people move differently. So your laughter is medicine. All right, y'all, whoever you are. Close out the cycle in love. Be at peace with whatever decision you make. I had to wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute now, hold on. What's going on here? So yeah, somebody approaching you, you're trying to get your rest. So somebody trying to approach you with something. So you must have some spirits around you, listening in, recording, watching stuff. I mean, obsessed. Here we have 740, new connections. So keep an open mind. You got some new connections coming across. So people are showing up in your life who reflect the goals that you've been putting forth into the universe. So meet them and open yourself up to what they've been trying to teach you about life and yourself, and demonstrate that your heart and mind are open to new connections by following up with a new friend at some point today. All right. I love this for you all. So 740. So yeah, all right. Keep speaking your truth, whatever that is. Speaking in love, that is what I have for you and you and you. Yeah, you're inspiring some people to heal. Whoever you are, you're inspiring some people to heal. You've gone through some nightmares in your life. It's almost like after you left, whoever you left behind, they are determined to make you pay to the day you die. That's what this is, because that's what Six of Cups is. Six of Cups connects us to Scorpio, which is a death card. Somebody wants to show you to the day you die. You know, you took good memories with you. For them, they just want to keep showing you and showing you and showing you something. So I don't know who they're attached to, but everything I learned will be used for my life's purpose. Ciao, whatever. Anyway, somebody is a stalker. That's all I can say. Keep living your best life on purpose. Material and spiritual prosperity. Your material and spiritual prosperity is growing. Like I said, keep living in a spirit of love. Keep raising your frequency. Keep operating in the spirit of love. I'm telling y'all, Source is going to keep surrounding you with people who are operating in the spirit of love. Just keep being on that particular frequency. Keep being on that frequency. Okay? And using your throat chakra, one of the things you can do for your throat chakra is practice singing exercises, like vocal exercises. Get in your car, practice your vocal exercise. Like, you don't have to be a singer. Turn on your favorite song. Like I said, sing to the top of your lungs. Make sure you're paying attention to the road. But sing to the top of your lungs in your car. And that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.